Okay, this is the last voice memo of the night. Let me just call her out a little bit more here, just to make you aware of more of Jean's fabulous lies. Okay, so Jean pretends that she is, and you got to keep in mind, I don't know how she's doing this using AI technology, um, and freaking, I don't know what they use, Adobe. I don't know what the hell they use. CGI, that's what she fucking does, man. But anyway, she pretends that she's starving to death, okay? And that she's being held hostage by ISIS. And ISIS even came on and cracked a joke and said, there was like a Jeep that was driving by and they're like, oh, look, there goes Jean and ISIS. Like, they're just like cruising down the street. Like, ISIS is even cracking a joke. ISIS is not holding Jean hostage. She also pretends that she is me and that ISIS is holding me hostage. And again, no, ISIS is not holding me hostage. Okay, Jean also claims that she's Hamas, Hezbollah, and Houthi. Okay, and I've caught her at this. And she also claims she's Israel. She claims she's Benjamin Netanyahu's people. Okay, and I've caught her at all of this, and I've turned her in for massive crimes in all arenas. Okay, but anyway, I know the Muslim Brotherhood. And no, she's not Hamas or Hezbollah, but she will swear up and down that she's Hamas, Hezbollah. She even did this. She claimed which I didn't even know this until I picked up a magazine on secret societies. I've been decoding for 8 years, and I've never picked up a book on secret societies. So I've got this magazine on secret societies. I'm going through it, and my brain is going, "Oh my God!" I'm the one flipping out because everything I see that I've decoded is really freaking real. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is real! I decoded this. Oh my God, I decoded that. Oh my God, I decoded this." And then I get to the Santa Fe occult, and I'm like, well, I can just see that a mile away. I'm like, let me put this aside. I go back to it later. Sure enough, she did that crime too. That was Charles Manson. But anyway, there is a secret group called the Assassins, and that's what Jean calls herself. Okay. Now, about 2 or 3 years ago, she put in my brain a picture of herself with all her Charles Manson occultists. They're all dressed in like black, like what the United States would view or what's pumped into our mind and society here as terrorist garb, like in all black, and then your head is covered and your face is covered and all of that. So, the group it was a group photo, okay, more razzle dazzle. So her fucking big chill moment. so, so freaking anyway, what she did is she took my yearbook. I graduated in 1989. Well, to give you an idea of the size of it, I graduated from Red Mountain High School in Mesa, Arizona. There's an aerial group photo. This tells you probably how pre-planned this is, that she pre-planned her assassin photo. But anyway, there's an aerial shot of my graduation class, okay? Her group photo of her assassins, and she's in the front row, and she shoves this in my head, okay? And she's just like, balls out, just like showing off or whatever. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, already with this. She makes it to purposely mirror like my high school graduation aerial photo shot. So it's really about the same amount of people. So no, she's not a paid assassin either. She's not even a rogue assassin. She's not a nothing. She's a fucking fraud. She goes and does what she wants, and then via threats and all kinds of other illegal means and crap, she gets her way. I mean, I've caught her like even robbing the FBI more than once. Um, I even have on my Pinterest, I did a visual, I'm working on my phone here, but she put in my brain, she literally put the video of it in my brain, her robbing the cartel. And the best I could like recreate this scene I put on Pinterest. And so, and what the cartel said in response, no, that's not going to be acceptable from Jean to rob the cartel, because really, where is that money? Where did the money come from? Why is it being made to look like the cartel is in cahoots with Jean? That could be family money. There's a lot of really wealthy people in the world. I mean, the whole thing is just ridiculous. So, and she robbed them, and she was with a woman. And you can tell she was not in cahoots with them, because she was like all freaking excited and shit. Like she's, like thrill seekers, but she's like times 100. She's like just grabbing at freaking straps of cash everywhere. And she's just like all freaking turned on over it. And the girl that she was with was like standing back behind her off to the left. And the friend of hers was terrified as fuck. You could tell she was scared. But not Jean. She was like, give me the money. But anyway, she's not starving to death. She's not being held hostage by ISIS. She actually mocked a woman who was being held hostage underground, who was starving to death. So I find it highly offensive. She also put a superimposed image of herself. And you got to keep in mind, you don't know this also, but you're going to know. So Jean Roberts, she's into S&M, okay? And I mean, if you can't pick up on that, the way she likes to use AI to bow people's heads, and she likes to use AI to make people's faces turn red. She's real into like the shaming shit. She's like really into the sadism and masochism shit, okay? She's really, really into that shit. So anyway, she superimposed herself standing inside my store. She put this in my brain. I was sleeping. She woke me up with this. She's standing at the entrance, like right where that white pool is, and she strips down naked, okay? And she has like whip marks running down her back, okay? And I'm sure you guys have looked her up by now. You know what she looks like, okay? She's a Caucasian woman. So it pissed me off on all kinds of freaking levels, like it would piss anyone off. And then she's acting like she's making a stand for people that are held hostage or held in bondage. And she's just so proud to just be doing that. And she sticks that in my freaking brain. And she knows I'm going to freaking go off on her in my brain, which I'm just like, put your clothes on. This is what I freaking said. Put your clothes on, Jean. Like, put her freaking clothes back on her and like whooshed her out. But like, she's freaking psychotic, freaking insane. So also something else that she tells people is that she's saving the planet, that there's a world threat, and that everybody just needs to do what Jean Roberts says, or, there could be nuclear explosions. Well, no, bitch, you're the one threatening the planet. You're making it look like every other country is making the threat. It's you making the threats everywhere. And she's like, just do what she says, and she's going to save the planet, and everything's going to be okay. Just trust Jean Chernigan Roberts, Bessie Rossick. So let's just all trust the freaking con of the century, okay? Of course, you guys know I'm being sarcastic, but this is how ridiculous this bitch is. I swear to God.